Hi guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my Tome Infinity and Beyond Round 4 TBR. This is the third time I have filmed this video, so we will see how I go with it. This readathon takes place throughout the entire month of July. There are 22 reading challenges. I have picked 13 books for them. I'm still missing 2 challenges, but I will see if I get to them. I will leave a link to all of the details down below, including my announcement video and Megan from Meg's Infinite Book Lists announcement video, and links to all of the co-hosts down below so that you can check them out. So let's get into the TBR. Challenge 1 was to read a book that has fire on the cover or in the title. For this, I'm planning on reading The End Is Nigh, which is a collection of dystopian short stories that was edited by John Joseph Adams. For the challenge to read a science fiction novella, I'm planning on reading Binti Home by Nnedi Okorafor. This is the second book in the Binti series. I've not picked a book that the host has rated 5 stars yet, or a book that features time travel or time warps, so if I find something, I'll add it in later. For the challenge to read a book that has a star on the cover or in the title, I'm reading Star Wars Thrawn Treason by Timothy Zahn. For the challenge to read a classic sci-fi book, I'm planning on reading 1984 by George Orwell, because I've never read that book, so I suppose I should at some point. For the challenge to read a standalone book, I am reading The Old Lie by Claire G. Coleman. For the challenge to read a book with a beautiful cover, I'm reading Binti Home by Nnedi Okorafor. See, I told you I'm doubling up on challenges. And for the prompt to read a book set on Earth, I'm reading The Old Lie by Claire G. Coleman. For the challenge to read a book promoting diversity in science fiction, I am planning on reading Soft Science by Franny Choi. I believe she is a queer author, so I'm looking forward to reading this. For the challenge to read a science fiction book with fantastical mythology or retelling elements, I am reading The Black God's Drums by P. Jelly Clark. For the challenge to read a children's or middle grade book, I am planning on reading Dragon Pearl by Yoon Ha Lee. I'm starting to lose my voice, I don't know why. For the challenge to read a book that is not talked about or under 5,000 ratings on Goodreads, I'm going to read The Black God's Drums by P. Jelly Clark. When I filmed this video, it was just sitting on just over 4,000 ratings, so it was definitely under 5,000. For the challenge to read a science fiction book you're excited about, I'm going to read Star Wars Resistance Reborn by Rebecca Roanhorse. I'm excited because it's Rebecca Roanhorse. For the challenge to read a book that is part of a larger series, I am reading Star Wars Thrawn Treason. This is book 3 in this particular series and book who knows however many long in the wider Star Wars book series. For the challenge to read a book that is over 500 pages, I'm planning on reading Tiamat's Wrath by James S.A. Corey. I think the next one is a little bit of a cheat for me because it is to read a book that is the most popular book on your science fiction book on your TBR that you haven't read yet. I think I'm going with Deviate by J. Kristoff, although if I read this before then, I will be reading True Life, so stay tuned. For the challenge to read a book that features a disaster or dystopian, I'm going to count The End Is Nigh, edited by John Joseph Adams for this because it is all dystopian short stories. For the challenge to read a book featuring robots or androids, I'm planning on reading The AI Who Loved Me by Alyssa Cole. This is a sci-fi romance book. For the challenge to read a book that features space travel, I'm going to be reading Network Effect by Martha Wells. For the challenge to read a book featuring extraterrestrial characters, I'm going to count Resistance Reborn, part of the Star Wars books, because there's always alien characters in Star Wars. And the final challenge is to read a sci-fi book that has been on your TBR too long, and for that I'm going to be reading The Paper Menagerie by Ken Liu. This is one of his collections of short stories. So that is my Tome Infinity and Beyond Round 4 TBR. In the comments below, let me know what you are planning on reading. I hope that you're joining in. It will be a lot of fun. I am going to be including other books this month because I actually can't read an entire month of sci-fi books anymore. I need to intersperse it with other things, but I think 13 books is pretty good. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and happy, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.